Good afternoon, all you fabulous people. Hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. Happy Father's Day to all your fathers out there, all those fab dads like myself. We had some pretty big news. Zen won US Nats. We had our next set announced, Rosetta. It is a elemental, arcane, wizard and Runeblade set combined into one. So it's both arcane and aria. I know both people were specking one way or the other, or a lot of people were specking one way or the other. Yeah, it was back and forth. Crazy that it's both, to be honest with you. Fyendal's collection, code JCH, free month of premium. Thank you all for your continued support. 317 subs. We are popping off, really cruising through the sub count and the views. I think I'm averaging about 1,000 views a video. So thank you all for listening in and tuning in. This video, we are just going to focus on the spikes because there's been so much going up and so much moving over the past 24 hours, basically, since the Rosetta was announced. So without further ado, we're going to start off with one of the biggest ones. Channel Mount Heroic is $13 for first edition non-foil. Somebody silly listed at 5. Some restocks here. I bet these get depleted pretty quickly. I'm surprised people are listing this low because there was some sold all the way up to $10. This is wild. I'd pick these up now. I just refreshed just to see what we're looking at. Rainbow foils, $24 for the first edition. Unlimited rainbow foil is $22. Theme of this video is probably going to be check your aria bulk that was probably 50 cents to $1 majestic before yesterday, and now is probably worth looking through. I don't think it's probably worth the open aria still yet, but it's working to that direction. Tome of Harvest, I'll refresh this one as well, $6 currently, and then still $6. The rainbow foils, cheapest rainbow foil is about $10, and then the first edition is $12. Kindle, being a wizard set, currently lowest is at $5.53. This seems good. It was an expansion slot card. If you have no cards in hand, draw a card. That can be pretty good as well. I can't imagine these are still around. Yep, back to $10. That's just to show you, I picked all these cards 30 minutes ago, and there's stuff being listed and delisted or like sold next to instantly. The hype on this set is wild. Stir the Wild Wind. The promo is $15. Salty Whale's got a whole bunch of them at $15, and he's the lowest on the market right now. He's the only one on the market with these, which is interesting. If you have dealt I'm not too familiar with this card, so I'm going to read it. If you have dealt arcane damage to an opposing hero this turn, Stir the Wildwood gains +2. If Stir the Wildwood was fused, it gains +2. So it's a 9 for 2. That seems pretty good. You just have to go again on your arcane damage, so that's kind of hard, but it's easier to do as Runeblade for Rune Chance. Sorry. Rattle Bones, $7.85, and then it goes up to $8.50, then $10, and then $12. There's not too many left on here. This seems like a pretty good Runeblade staple. If you have dealt arcane damage to an opposing hero, you may play Rattle Bones as an instant. And this could give you an action point. And it also can give you a attack from your graveyard. Electrify promo is $12. There's quite a few on these. I'm not familiar with this. Aria was kind of before my time, so if I'm talking out of my butt a little bit, feel free to correct me in the comments. The next time an attack action card hits an hero this turn, it deals 1 damage to them. Electrify is played from Arsenal. Draw a card. This card seems really good. Draw a card, and it can deal arcane damage. Very good. As well as a blue. It's a block 2, though. But without further ado, some of the big spikes here. Shock Charmer's Rainbow Foil is $85. I don't know if you were ready for that because that was like 20-25 bucks just a week ago. The cold foil is 90. If you're gonna buy one right now, which I don't recommend buying any of them right now, $90 for the cold foil is the deal. $6 over the rainbow foil. Also, it looks just so much better. The cold foil is amazing of this card. Amnesia. This card is very good tech against Elemental because it basically turns off fusion for these cards. $25. I'm refreshing all these. I'm sorry. $25, and then it goes to $27, then $30. So if you have Amnesias around, that pays for about a third of a box. That's pretty sweet. Arcanite Skullcap. How many times did I have to say this one? Arcanite Skullcap Rainbow Foil was like $10 to $20 for months now, and is $60 for the Rainbow Foil. Last sold was $50, but there was a good chunk at like $40. The Everfest one, the non-file, is, I believe, about $13, $15, $16.50. So if you need an Arcanite Skullcap, there is still time to buy the non-foil without too much punishment. There's quite a few on here below $20, which I think is still a good deal. Yeah, you have time on this one. The rainbow foil has just been basically bought out. Luvian Constellas, $32 for the rainbow foil until I refresh. It's still $32. The cold foil is about $46. This seems very good against arcane damage mirror matches, Runeblades, and Wizards. So Wizards playing Runeblades and Wizards seems very good. It's Arcane Barrier, and the first time a Luvian Constella prevents arcane damage this turn, it has less than 4 energy counters on it. You may put an energy counter on it. Remove 2 energy counters from Alluvian Constella's next staff ability you activate this turn costs 3 less, which is pretty darn good. Dyadic Carapace, we mentioned this one a lot too. $44 for the cheapest rainbow foil. This I think is just going to be really good, especially against the Wizard matchup. Potentially even Runeblade matchup if it's anything other than just Rune Chance, but I'm pretty sure we're leaning into more Rune Chance again. So this was a steal. This was like $10-15, and now it's up to $45, and quite a few have sold. The cold foil is $90. I believe the cold foil is the same as the EA, but I believe there's a separate listing for the EA at about $85. So if you're looking for the cold foil, it hasn't gotten up that much yet. So I think that's still probably a buy because it was $65-70. Swarming Glute Veil. The rainbow foil was the cheapest there. Yep, $17 for a rainbow foil. And then it goes to $20 pretty quickly. Yeah, 20. This is just the Runeblade staple all around it. It's hard to avoid not putting this in your deck. It's a 0 cost, a 3 attack with a good effect and a block 3. Surgeon Aethertide, $95 for the Marvel. $92. Once per turn, deal 1 arcane damage to the opposing hero. Go again. The first card you play each turn with arcane damage effect instead deals that much arcane damage plus X, where X is the damage dealt by Surgeon Aethertide. This seems pretty good with Aether Wildfires, that kind of stuff. So watch out for this. I still think Waning Moon's probably more consistent, but if we get any more kind of X abilities, which I think they will be very careful on, this could be pretty good to kind of amplify it. Pulses, the cold foils really have spiked. This $20 for the Pulse of Candlehold, or Pulse of Ice and Loft. This one is the plus defense with Ice, Earth, and Elemental cards defending this turn. After you play this. Then we got Pulse of Volthaven. Your next Lightning, Ice, or Elemental attack this turn gains +4, and it's an instant. And that went up to $13 for the cold foil. Pulse of Candlehold, put 2 target Earth, Lightning, and Elemental actions cards from your graveyard to the top of your deck. Banish Pulse of Candlehold. I think this one's probably the worst one out of the set. unless fatigue becomes a thing, which could be. It looks like they're showing off a life gain wizard and probably leaning into a little bit more defensive style with Earth. So this could be a pretty good pickup. $25 seems a bit high for me, though. I'd wait for this to replenish. There's a ton of Aria lying around that probably comes back to the market now that the stuff's actually worth something. This one I found interesting. Heart of Ice Rainbow Foil. The Rainbow Foil is $18, but the Cold Foil has been up to $45. Which is pretty crazy. No ice was announced at all for this set, so this seems odd to me. That doesn't mean down the road they won't revisit ice, and they said they will. It's just going to be different than what they did in the past. They think frostbites are too strong, so this seems odd to me. The only time I would see maybe ice coming back right now in like the nearish future would be like a armory deck of some kind to try to release Ice Hero, but we shall see there. Grasp of the Arknight Rainbow Foil. This is nuts. $90 for the Rainbow Foil. TCG Dead's got them. Great guy. Highly recommend buying from him. These were down to like $40. Yeah, $40. This card's just so good. Battle worn, as well as creating rune chance. It's just an overall good card. It fits very well into the Runeblade playstyle. On a similar notion, Storm Striders went crazy. $135 for the cheapest Rainbow Foil. Let me just refresh just to make double check. We mentioned this one a few times just a few weeks ago when they were $50. Somewhere were listed for like $55 not too long ago. See, yeah, 2 weeks ago, $55, $58. You could have doubled your money. This is wild. This card is very good. It's Arcane Barrier as well, so it's very good into Wizard Mirror Match / not so much the Runeblade one, but very good card. I don't think you even need Arcane Barrier, quote unquote, on it. Just extra benefit. I don't. Storm Striders being able to play a card on your opponent's turn is very strong. I hope these come back down, but I can see them going back. When Wizard was kind of in its prime, it was like right around this price. Could go up further. It is an Arc Legendary. Only reprinted in History Pack 1 currently. So, Aether Wildfire, the Rainbow Foil. The cheapest on the market is me at $14 basically for the one Rainbow Foil. Then it goes to $15 for a few copies, and then it goes up to 24 copies. And then there's not that many left on the market. So then it goes to $35 and $45. So watch out for this. This is just a Wizard staple all around. I could see them trying to avoid this card being used, but we shall see. This fits very well into Kano's current playstyle, but we'll see what these new Wizards cook up down the road. So I'd be cautious of kind of the older cards, but I think Aether Wildfire is definitely one of the better Wizard cards just to kind of have. Arcanic Shockwave Red Extended Art. This was a promo, LGS promo. These were pretty cheap too, $22 or $27. I had a set here that I think $27.50 or no, yeah, $27, yeah, something sold. But now there's not that many left on the market. Lightning Fusion, Elemental Runeblade, so it's going to be usable in the new Runeblades. Or specifically the Lightning one. So this could see play again. Spellground Creepers has gone up, not quite as much as some of the other mentioned legendaries before. This is $150. Let me check the Cold Foil. The Cold Foil has always been kind of around the same price. Yep, I would buy the Cold Foil right now over the Rainbow Foil. But Aria, I think I've mentioned it in the past. We don't really know the print numbers for the Unlimited, but a lot of people are saying that the print run for Unlimited is probably similar to the first edition because of the prices staying about the same. Just look here, there's 4 on the market of the Rainbow Foil. and 10 on the market for the cold foil, but that probably means the rainbow foil was cheaper anyway and sold out a whole bunch. So there's kind of a give and take, but these cards are always within like 10, 15 bucks of each other, which is pretty crazy. They both are so dark, it's very hard to, I think the cold foil looks a little better in my opinion. The rainbow foiling on this I don't think brings out that much in the card. Vambrace. This card's very good against Enigma Prism. This could also be pretty good as pretty good into those matchups, especially as like wizards are kind of like doing your Aether Wildfire turn and kind of saying, oh, it prevents one less now, so my Aether Wildfire is worth X more now. So this could be interesting. I am the cheapest on the market, currently at $33.53. The cold foil has gone to $68. This is a generic legendary that hadn't seen a lot of play, but I think it's starting to make sideboards because of Enigma and Prism. So watch out for this card. It is a generic, so it might have a little bit more room to grow, but I don't think it goes up that much more. Revel in Runeblade is $13 for the cheapest non-foil, and then it quickly goes to $16, then to $20. This also kind of like Aether Wildfire is just a very good Runeblade staple. It's a 0 cost. It gets you rune chant tokens and just overall just lets you kind of it's a 0 for 4 basically with go again, and it lets you pop rune chants. Sonic Boom. This is just a great wizard card again. Deal 3 arcane damage to the opposing hero. If Sonic Boom deals damage, look at the top card of your deck. If it's a wizard non-attack action card, you may banish it. If you do, you may play it this turn as though it were an instant, and it costs X resources points less to play, where X is the damage dealt by Sonic Boom. So it really just kind of helps you keep playing arcane damage cards, and it's a pretty big wizard staple in my opinion. Kraken's Aether Vein. This cold foil staff from Everfest allows you to draw a card for each arcane damage dealt this way by doing the 1 damage off of your hero. Now, or off your staff. If you do more than that, you can draw more cards, which becomes pretty cool. The more you can do. Hasn't seen much play, but $4 I think is a pretty good deal for an Everfest Majestic cold foil that may or may not see play come the next set. Crown of Seeds, kind of like Heart of Ice, I was kind of shocked by that this card is going up. This card is banned, and they banned it preemptively before this set. So I don't see it coming back. But $30 for the cheapest lightly played rainbow foil, and then it's almost $40. Then the cold foil is, let's call it $40, and it's me again. I actually had a guy cancel this morning, or he bought my cold foil and canceled because he didn't realize it was banned, which is crazy again because this card is moving up. This guy, by canceling, if my card sells, basically gave me $8 back in my wallet, which is wild to me. Amethyst Tiara, the Marvel. $60. I thought this card was pretty cool, especially into wizard matchups, especially into like Kano, where you're trying to do one big arcane damage turn. This could rune chance giving you a spell void 1 is very good. It's very good. I do think it's pretty situational, but these Dynasty Marvels are pretty darn rare. I think $60 is still pretty fair for this because just 2 days ago it was $45. I don't think it's moved that much, and I do think this is very good into wizards especially. Now if they make more arcane damage, this becomes better. If This is also really good into Runeblades, I guess, too. Basically canceling out your rune chance with the spell voids. Embodiment of Earth, the cold foil prize wall token is above $200 now. None have sold unless they've been done privately. Similarly, the lightning one, both are going to be used in the newest set, is at $225. I'm not aware of any sales, but I think some sold at Nats from what I've kind of been hearing from the rumor mill. Zen won Nats, just so we're clear. 174 for his Marvel. Last sold was about 166, 180. So this I think goes up. He was also the majority player of the playfield. I think he had 69 players in Nats playing this guy. The next closest deck was 55 with Azalea. And then I think the two following those were the other two Mystics, Enigma and New. Misfail's hitting off pretty hard. And Tiger Stripe Shuko, kind of similar. The rainbow foil is $70. The cold foil is $81. I'd pick up the cold foil. The cold foil looks really good with this metal and kind of the blood and everything like that. If you're going to play Ninja, I think this card just stays around for a while. Also, it's very good against Enigma. Damage that would be dealt by the second plus cost with 2 or less base. That damage can't be prevented. So if you buff it or like it just hits, they're out of cards kind of thing. They just lose all of their ward prevent effects, which is crazy. And last but not least, Gaze of the Ages, $16 for the first edition non-foil. The rainbow foil is about $21. So this card, once again, is pretty darn good. It's really good in Blaze. We'll see how good it is in the newer heroes as well. But opting to for a wizard when you can play stuff off the top of your deck is pretty darn good. And that is it. Thank you all for your continued subs. Code JCH Fyendal's Collection, get a free month of premium. Hope you guys had a fantastic Father's Day. I will catch you later. I think I'm going to do a video probably either tomorrow or the following day over kind of the lows of the market, and maybe probably catch up on more spikes again because this market is just moving. Have a fantastic Monday.